Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the CSTV. I'm your host, Kathleen Egaltoto, Madam CS. And today, the striker leads us to Vihiga County. Before we land in Vihiga County, kindly check if you have subscribed. Please subscribe, please subscribe. Good. Why are we in Vihiga County, my dears? Now, apparently, in Vihiga County, specifically Chemasili village, we have crucifiers. People who crucify others of allegations of theft. Can you imagine being nailed to a tree? Now, in Vihiga County, Chemasili village, a 19-year-old Collins is nursing injuries after another young man called Elvis nailed him onto a tree because Elvis claims Collins stole their radio. I know a radio is a very, very important thing, especially back in the village. But you see, this young man was nailed to a tree because of allegations. Like, it's not even confirmed that he stole this radio. According to sources, this Elvis and another young man went and tricked this Collins from his grandpa's house and led him to where they nailed him onto a tree. And when Elvis saw the police coming, he ran away because definitely knew he had not done something right. Now, for me, the question here is, yes, we feel bad when our things have been stolen. And I'm not here to patter all to sugar cake thieves all stealing. But these are allegations that somebody stole. So, number one, there's no proof that this man stole. Number two, it is the kind of punishment that this man was subjected into. Elvis decided to use roofing nails to crucify Collins onto a tree. You can imagine the pain this young man went through, and he was not being put under anesthesia. He just witnessed and felt that the entire pain in his body as this Elvis hammered him onto the tree. And this is why I ask myself, many times we have seen people being beaten, like mob justice, because they have stolen. And sometimes people have been beaten wrongly. You inflict an injury into somebody and you have not even established the truth, like the absolute truth that these are the people who have done this particular allegation, crime that you're talking about. And it also raises the question of humanity. Where exactly has our humanity gone? And what is actually happening? We have a gap. And for me, I'm saying that with a lapse in security, we have a security gap. And this security gap has generated into loss of humanity. Why I'm saying this, it's because, the society always anticipates that they will get protection. Their property will be protected by the state apparatus of violence. And in this particular case, I mean the police department, the society has always anticipated that their property, their people are secure. But contrary to that, we are in an era where sometimes you don't even know once you close your house and coming back whether you will find everything intact. We have seen cases where people break into people's houses, take their property. We have seen cases where people are gunned or are robbed at gunpoint and so forth. So you see, there is a security lapse. So with the emergence of security lapse, then people have started taking the law onto their own hands. People now are looking for their own ways to secure their property. And if they cannot be able to secure their property, they have devised their own way of revenging against those they think have destroyed or taken their property. So you see, we will be talking about morality, we will be talking about religion. I'm not saying that this is not a multifaceted aspect. Indeed, it is a complicated aspects in terms of what is involved, to an extent that somebody takes somebody and nails him like Jesus Christ to a tree. You know, it's not a loving matter. It's not something that we can say he did nice. You know, even the Kenyans online were outraged, were very sad. How can you nail somebody? So I'm like, today we had Collins being nailed onto a tree because he was allegedly said to have stolen a radio. So does it mean that Elvis never had an option of maybe going to the police? And does it mean that maybe Elvis never trusted that the police will do something? And this tells us a lot about the society, that by the time we are seeing people fainting against each other in such a brutal lifestyle, or in such a brutal way, then where are we headed to as a society? And I'm asking this because sometimes people are wrongly accused. Imagine if you are wrongly accused and somebody is killed, or you are killed. Imagine if you wrongly kill somebody, or if you wrongly hurt somebody because of allegations that have not been established. I'm seated here and I'm trying to imagine what is running in Elvis's mind. Was he high on drugs? Was he sober? What is this rage that was within him that caused him not even to listen to the plea for mercy from Collins? You know, is Elvis honestly a human being? What has made this young man lose his humanity so much that he could not even tell Collins to buy him a radio then, or take Collins' variables? You know, do you understand the chemistry of being nailed into a tree? You know, we say Jesus Christ was nailed into a tree and we just forget like that. But do you understand, or do you imagine that nail entering your flesh one by one? Because it's not entering once. It's being armored step by step until it comes into contact with the tree and your flesh. I am doing this video because I'm so perplexed. Like, I'm confused. I don't understand. And I'm like, what has become of humanity? What has become of our society? And where exactly do we locate the security agencies, the law and order keeping agencies? Where do we locate our religion? Where do we locate our humanity, our morality? Where do we locate the state? Where do we locate all these things in this saga? It is my call that, honestly, do not hurt somebody if you don't have concrete evidence that they have done that which you think they have done. And secondly, it is all about, we have a security gap that honestly needs to be filled. And I think it's high that the government tried to fill this gap, because humanity is losing trust with not only the government but also with each other. And at this rate, we are going to make a society of man eats individuals. You know. Drop your comment. What do you think? Was it the right thing? Did Collins deserve that punishment? Do you think Elvis is sober? Do you think there's somebody who has failed this society in terms of how we react to crime? Drop your comments and let's keep the conversation going.